One last point. I don't know where that guy's from with the shooting range and stuff. You know, we didn't wait.
The turkey guy.
The turkey guy.
Oh, my boy.
Whoa.
Folks, Shalaponzi pulls the dollar, man. Yeah, Shalaponzi, Alright, welcome to Balls and Banter Season 3, Episode 4. We finally broke the streak, baby. We got over the hump. Yeah, man, guys, I'm joined with an old face, a new face. I'm gonna introduce them per usual, cute and face. We can chop it up. I don't know about cute, but okay. Brother, geez, like someone's feeling fresh today. But like I said, to my right, he talks a good game, loves a beef. If you don't block your ears at 6 p.m. on a Friday night out, you might not remember your name in the morning. His name is Joshua Stego. Quicker to the point.
This has been the quickest intro ever in my life.
To the main man today, the new face. To my left, I worked on an intro, my boy. I'm proud of myself. Like my wordsmith is coming along.
Miss Marvel.
Thank you, Miss Marvel. But alright, you can call him the Mokopane Bullet. Faster than a taxi driven in the Joburg CBD, but with the agility of a hissing cobra summoned by a snake charmer. A retired member of the 100-meter sprinters union, but now he's found his calling and inflicts more pain than a tier 1 Navy SEAL as a personal trainer. Folks, I can attest to that. Do his leg day. The barista of muscle ups and deep squats, the conductor of compound exercises and calorie counting. He's more shredded than a cheese grater and yellow bird like Drake. Aware, Harold, Temple, Matato. But this is season 3 episode 4. As you can see, like we're taking it super light, super chilled. Today is about the Olympics, the Bio Olympics, or the Branas Olympics, as we can say in our case. Amen. But Fontaine, man, plug the boys, DM us, we'll chat later offline.
But there for yourself.
But there for yourself.
Yeah, it's Biki Lakarizo, man.
Donkey Choma.
Hey, buddy.
But yeah, boys, I think obviously Paris Olympics finished last weekend, right?
Yeah, this past weekend, yeah.
And I think, yes, it was a really, really good event. I think first and foremost, we can just start off with like your overall review of the Olympics. USA, obviously, they fucking won the most medals, 126, kind of fucking crazy. China, 91. Hey, it's another topic with 91 medals. And then obviously Japan, 3rd, Australia, 4th, and France 5th, which was pleasantly surprising for me because how well they fucking did. I never knew France had athletes like that. What was your like biggest takeaway from watching the Olympics? Except maybe you can start us off.
Hey man, I won't lie. The biggest takeaway for me was that 100-meter race. That final, like that was insane for me because
margins.
I feel like everybody was on their seats for that race, and the margins were literally milliseconds. Yeah, I really enjoyed that race and the intro, the closing of Uncle Snoop. I mean,
we're gonna chat about Uncle Snoop.
I know we're gonna get there, but Uncle Snoop, man, that was a really great highlight. I really loved every aspect of it. It was very entertaining, and I feel like the Olympics is one of those things. Everybody gets involved, So for me, 100-meter race was just the best thing that I could watch of that.
So much sprinters bias, but okay.
Hey, bro, it's a sprinter knowledge. It's in me. What can I say?
Yeah, it's in the blood. For me, I'll definitely say the athletics. And like besides the athletics, actually, I'm like how the Olympics has just I wouldn't say showed us to another world of sport, but like showed us what elite sport is. Not professional sport, but what elite sport is.
100%.
Because the stuff we were seeing was out of this world, I feel too. There's things I was like, yeah, I'm a new Baiza, but I'm like, go do that outside, let's see if you're Baiza. And I was like, oh, it's amazing. And also seeing like the 100 meters, I think it's the first ever 100-meter race where everyone is sub 10.
True. It was the tightest 100 meters, I think, in history.
Yeah,
The
sub 10.
craziest thing is that 1989, the fastest guy was 9.91 seconds.
Yes.
And now 9.92 is number 8, bro.
Exactly.
Like, how is that even possible?
Exactly. So that's why it's just amazing.
To take it away from athletics, bro, there's a quote from George St. Pierre, he's a fighter, bro. He was like, oh my boy.
Wow.
It's an encyclopedia. He says the athletes of today will always be the athletes of yesteryear or yesterday, bro. Like whatever happened there, whether it was the nutrition which was different, whether the coaches, the knowledge, whatever. People are always just gonna evolve and adapt, bro. And whether it's margins, and that's what it comes down to with the Olympics, bro. It's like you said with the 100 meters, bro. Both the gents had 979, but it was 9798. What?
Split of a split, I don't know what.
Bro, a thousandth of a second, bro.
Nah.
Yo, thousand. That's fucking crazy between gold and silver, bro. I feel like I don't know how it's gonna work, but at some point, bro, when it's that time, it's like, you know, let's just because you couldn't even tell on the photograph. I thought Kishane Thompson won. I'm not gonna even lie,
but because of his chest. Literally, you won because of your chest.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, I really do feel sorry for Akani, but I'm glad that they redeemed themselves in the 4x100. But in the 100 meter, bro, he's been there, and to lose it by,
I think it was also like a split second. I think it was 100th of a second with him, Fred Curly.
Bro, frames, literally frames. If you were there at the race, looking at that at the naked eye, you wouldn't judge who I know. Go and know we need it.
Yeah.
Chief, even with my S24, I wouldn't be able to tell. Different lines, and like you say, frame by frame. Play, pause. Okay, that's number 3. Lasers and shit.
So
just like,
it's crazy. It's crazy. And hey man. Now shout out to the Olympics.
Yeah, I know it was very entertaining. I really enjoyed it.
Gang facts. All I want to say is that, like, with these Olympics, for me, I think it was the Olympics that I watched the most, barring 2012. Obviously, still in school, so you're not fucking doing shit.
Yeah.
But
actually,
other than that, bro, like, it was really nice to actually like follow the Olympics for 2 weeks, bro.
Start to finish.
Like, bro, you're on lunch or whatever. I'm watching diving. Like, bro, your flips went insane or whatever, bro. Oaks were telling me about archery. I'm like, archery,
dude. Archery. Shout out to the Asians. You guys kill it.
Hey.
South Korean, Chinese, Japanese, bro.
Yeah.
And on TV, it's like no man. The board or the target is like right here. That thing's like 70 meters away or 100 meters away. And when they like put it like,
and somebody really jumps in.
10, and they still have a shot clock.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
Bro, the craziest thing I think I saw some.
Never.
I saw some 16-year-old. I don't know from which country it was, but he was there.
The French national team.
I was like,
the French national team.
There's a teenager at the Olympics now, bro.
Dude, I think age is just a number right now, bro. As long if you're good at your craft,
you elite.
Jump in.
That's
elite.
That's the difference. Elite sport, guys. You can be professional football. You'll have an off season where, hey bro, ziyawa. So she's a nyama, and then be like, I can't anymore. An elite sports person, you can't have this at all. Like you, body fat, minimal, boy. Minimal. You understand? You can't. That's why there's elite and then there's professional.
Sure.
And maybe that's why, I think we'll talk about this later, Wuti. It's unfair sometimes on how the elite sports people, they don't get paid as much.
This is very
especially for the like non-recognized sports. And people were complaining like why sports like football, basketball, golf, tennis are at the Olympics. I'm not gonna lie, like I enjoyed watching Djokovic win his gold, but they like these guys play their professional tournaments, the ATP channels and all of that. They're always in the limelight. The Olympics are meant for athletes.
Yeah.
In that sense, I know they're athletes, but athletes in that sense where it's track and field, swimming, diving, field as well.
Yeah.
Why are we still shining the light there? I'm not saying it's a bad thing because, like I said, I enjoyed seeing Flip and Rafa at the Olympics. But when do we give them their chance in terms of the Olympics is for them? But there's a FIFA World Cup, there's a Rugby World Cup, there's the Davis Cup for tennis.
There's a FIBA World Cup as well.
FIBA World Cup. So when do we give them their chance, which is a tricky one, and I don't think there's an answer. Actually, there is an answer. Money's always going to rule, so it's going to stay that way. But
besides the money chat, because I'm an historian, I'll come back to that. In 1912,
okay,
when the Olympics or whatever, no, they started ancient BC shit.
It's been a while.
In 1912, the Olympic Committee it's that. That's when they decided to give it to Germany in 1914, but we know what happened in 1914.
WW1.
Everybody going now. That's when they decided to pay homage to like the original Olympic Games.
Yeah.
But that's when they started to implement your rugby, your football, your tennis. But tennis was mainly played by women. And what's that other sport? Basketball. But it wasn't the basketball we know now. Of course not. Exactly. Yeah. And then obviously the war happened, and then whatever, and then they came back. I'm not sure if it's 1928 or whatever. And then when it was hosted in Berlin by Hitler in 38. So when he hosted that, they had tennis, they had rugby, all of those sports were there. It was to bring the community together. It was to ensure that, these are elite athletes, but at the same time, your normal folk, being the soccer players, rugby players, tennis players, they should come in. So that's why it's a tradition thing whereby it needs to come back up. I mean, it needs to stay in the Olympics.
So it's almost like there's those core sports which they won't get.
They won't come out. You understand?
Yeah.
That's why rugby was brought back, because it was there. You understand?
It was there.
That's going back to like saying that soccer has the World Cup. This one has the World Cup. Our rugby World Cup. There was no World Cup before the 80s. When they played in the Olympics, that's when they considered you a world champion. You understand? So it's only after the Olympics where each and every sporting body had their own kind of world championships.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it goes back down to that.
It comes down to your whole professionalism thing again.
You see, went away from being elite and only be for a select few to being a professional, and that's how it grew. So sorry for the history lesson, but
shut up.
That's how.
That's why it's the teacher. Like I said,
we learn every day. Every day.
I think we wouldn't do it justice. I know we've spoken about the good stuff with regards to the Olympics, but there was so much BS which was going on behind the scene. And pun unintended in terms of BS. But Oaks, I don't know if you guys flipping, I don't know what I was doing, but I was just like, when is the open water swim at the Olympics? Because I was like big into like the swimming and stuff. Then you find out the swimming has been postponed because there's too much feces in the water, bro.
Shit.
And I'm like, Oaks, wait, what's going on in Paris actually? Oaks? There's too much shit in the water.
How is that even possible? Like,
how was it allowed?
Thank you. I mean, also at the end of the day, as a country, you know that you're hosting this big event.
Clean.
So, and you know this years prior, bro. So, how can you not make sure that
6 months
the
before
irrigation system is
diverted? Take it somewhere else.
Take it out.
One thing I love about South Africa, when there's a major competition, everything will be clean. We clean the roads, the cities will be clean.
Now you'll see South African action. Right now, just holding hands.
Bana, we will work, we will volunteer hard. But I'm just like, Paris buffet,
no.
Probably the urban capital for cool kids and whatever, dog and culture and whatever. Then you're just like, small issues like this. Mapa Olympic Village, they're making them sleep in cardboards and stuff. And I'm just like, Paris.
That was very disappointing.
That's cost-cutting shit, bro. They implemented that in Rio.
Yeah, at Rio, I know. But bro, at
what? The Brignacos.
Well, it really didn't help because they still gave out 120,000 condoms. I know it's less than Rio.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, no. 120,000.
Goes down in the village.
Think about, I'm going to give you a chance. Just guess like a number. How many condoms they issued out in Rio?
Hey man, I'm not gonna guess that.
460,000.
In the village.
Yep.
I want to know how many got used.
Hey, yeah. Those are the questions.
But stuff like that, but it's like the small stuff that takes away from the Olympics and what we're saying. The Olympics is a really, really special event, bro. There's nothing like it. And I think it still pushes the narrative of elite competition. The best will win. Screw everything else that's going on the outside. But whatever's the best on the day. And I think it ties in nicely with what happened in the 200 meters with Tebza and Noah Lyles. Tebza was on some, I'm gonna whoop you today.
Okay.
He didn't mess around. He got in his intro, said here, said code, right to start. Noah Lyles jumping around with his COVID, whatever, and stuff. And I said,
nah, that was cuck.
When I saw that, personally, I was just like, dude, you are already a cocky kind of gent.
Yeah.
There's no need for the theatrics.
As an athlete yourself,
theatrics. As an athlete as well. I mean, he was talking about how he wants to beat the record of Bolt, winning 100 meter, 200 meter relay and the 4x1. Like,
Bolt is generational talent, but
that's a different beast.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to match yourself to someone like that, or you want to beat them, you gotta have a little bit more humility than he did. Personally, that's what I feel.
True.
Because also
don't talk shit and then let's see your shit.
Back it up.
Yeah. I think he honestly, because I don't know if you guys have watched that sprint documentary where it was following Noah Lyles and Shakari and all those people. Okay. And Noah's of the thought that we need to bring more eyes to athletics, and I admire that, like trying to make it more entertaining, show them the personality, all of that. But I think Bolt had that balance, dog, where Bolt's cockiness was charming, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, he had that balance. I want to be like you.
Come through.
Not that I hate you.
No, it's just like, when is he losing?
You can't wait.
And I really liked what Noah stood for initially, where he was like, basketball, in terms of basketball, the NBA champions are not the world champions. Factually correct,
Still not.
You are factually correct, and he must never lie to you. I saw him jumping around there by the 100. I said 100, it's fine, it's the 100. I saw it by the 200, then he's going to sit there in a wheelchair with his shirt on.
Bro,
I love what the Botswana did when they were mocking him. That those Botswana and SA. Simpler. The Banter.
We are one.
Literally, could be like, make him quiet because I hate what he did. I really hate what he did.
Yeah.
I was cool with him, but up until he came up like, sorry, I had COVID, all the theatrics after, why the drama? It's literally taking the limelight away from Tebza, who did an amazing job. No one expected.
100%.
You understand? I was proud of like, hey, Botswana, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm like, second, third, we don't know. That's the unfortunate thing about us Africans sometimes. We put ourselves less, and when we get there, we're like, but in fact, we should put you there so that when you go down, you'll be like, bro, you deserve to be up.
He wasn't shy away from the pressure, boy. He owned that moment.
Yeah, he
you
really
understand.
did.
But now to like be like, no, I had COVID, come on.
Stop making excuses.
Nah,
it's like,
shut up and go. Boy.
Also, at the end of the day, bro, you knew that you had COVID, and then you thought in your mind that it was okay for you to run a race. First of all, health-wise, and I'll tell you guys as a professional,
there you go. Come with it.
It is not recommended for you to run or to even work out. Let's take it back to when we were playing rugby.
Yeah.
We'd have flu-nyana. Coach would tell you, sit down, because it's detrimental to your health.
You never know what can happen,
And now Noah had COVID.
Yeah.
For me, it's also a little bit of eyes on me type of thing, because
of course.
like, bro, you had COVID, and then 2 days later, 3 days later, you say you don't have COVID.
Watch, I go to club. No. COVID is 2 weeks minimum.
Dude,
there's a reason why to isolate.
Exactly.
We know COVID in this country.
Bro.
Delta.
And then you just, because of your race, and like what you're saying, it's taking all the limelight away from Utabo, because you trying to justify yourself or justify the fact that you didn't win or justify trying to go back to your country with like, oh no, I had COVID, and then, oh no, I don't have COVID. Bro, it's okay. Take your L, sit down. It's fine.
But just as a final word, I love how Debza shut it down in like the press conference when he was like, I don't think I'll ever be the face of athletics because no one is there. He's loud and he's arrogant. So I don't think I can ever be the face. I said,
I love that.
And you put the lights away.
Yeah.
That's Kishap.
Kishap
I'll do my job.
I did the job already.
Finish.
Jay.
Half my Torokis. Simple.
fucking on to the next one.
Take it out of here. We understand. That's all it is.
If we can chat about, our beloved nation, Team South Africa.
Yeah.
Actually, no, just to rewind, for me, out of 10, I'd give the Olympics a 7 out of 10. Yourself?
Yeah, no, I agree. 7.
6.5 because they had that thing, but they were still missing something. It wasn't
captivating.
The opening ceremony.
Actually, no, we need to go back to that.
Yeah, opening ceremony.
Buffet too. Cringe fest. I have nothing.
And you guys know what we're talking about with that. We're not going to go into detail, but you know what
I have nothing against the LGBTQIA plus community. Nothing. Love them. Great people. The Olympics, I'm not sorry actually. The Olympics, 2 genders. Male, female.
Check.
Done. Not what you ascribe to or what you identify as. That's fine.
True.
Male, female. Now, what they were pointing out in the opening ceremony, we have bisexuals and all of that. You had transgenders and it didn't make sense. I didn't see what was the Olympic spirit about that. I didn't see the togetherness of that. And at the same time, I'll be controversial. It was also a bit anti-Christian, which is I don't want to get too religious, but I was like, what's Olympic about this?
Yeah.
What's the Olympic spirit about this? What sport of togetherness? What's bringing us together here? So that's why I was like, cringe fest. I didn't even make time to watch the opening ceremony because I was like, you know what? I'll watch this, go crazy. I won't go crazy, but have a fit.
Yeah,
so let me rather not watch. Because it was just too much for me.
Can I say something where, obviously there's that which we really, really didn't like about the Olympics, and that was really seriously true. The 2 things that I think they got really, really right, which I think is part of the Olympic spirit, inclusivity in terms of all bodies, all countries and everything. There was a refugee team at the Olympics. Russian and Belarusian athletes, which had been banned because of the war, were allowed to compete under a neutral banner. And when I saw Palestine and Israel both competing, I said, you guys got that right.
And North Korea.
Yeah.
North Korea as well.
And North Korea. They were there.
That is what I'm talking about in terms of the Olympic spirit.
Yes.
Right. And then in terms of having 2 flag bearers, male, female.
That was also
that was such a smart thing to do in terms of what the Olympics is, but then now it gets tainted by what was going on in the Olympic ceremony, and we saw how harsh. I really don't like speaking about this kind of stuff, obviously, just in a public platform, but we know what happened. We know how it made us feel also as Christians and that kind of vibe. So it was really, really at times hard to watch. But listen, man, I just hope the Olympics are a little bit more mindful going forwards about this and how we actually address and properly go about with inclusivity.
Yeah,
I hope that LA is better. I hope
definitely.
Definitely.
If my money is up, I'm also going there. I'm gonna be there. But you understand, we have to go. LAX, Yalenda.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna be there in a black Cadillac, even if it costs me 1,000 rand.
$1,000 That's how much? $10.
Hey, bro.
$100.
Like $8.
That's $8, bro.
It's a burger at McDonald's.
don't even do exchange rates, bro. Please don't. But I think to obviously now touch in terms of our setup over here.
They can't really see it because it's a bit far, but we've got the South African flag, we've got the scarf, and yeah, man, the infamous.
Balls and Banter tea. We're not selling merchandise yet. Please don't.
Not yet. Yeah.
But
So only for a select few.
Hey, that was Josh's word, not mine. Anyways, I think to touch on our performance, plausible deniability always. On our performance, guys, we got 1 gold medal, 3 silvers, 2 bronze, 6 medals. I was a little bit disappointed because I predicted 8 to 10 medals total, and I wanted at least 2 medals. So for me, it was a thing of, alright, we did average, but like, how do we kick on from this, especially after Tokyo, which was dismal. So
Tokyo, how many things did we get?
I'm gonna predict and say about 3. Tokyo 3 to 4. It wasn't a lot in Tokyo, though. Especially with the limited numbers of
COVID.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was COVID, yeah.
So we did quite well in Rio, I remember. I think we got double digits. But in terms of Tokyo, it was bad. So for me, the biggest things I wanted to discuss with you guys was why people like Chad are competing if he had like a torn ligament in his shoulder. Why? Wade, why is he running the 200 when there was that whole debacle? And we know how badly that touch rugby injury messed up Wade.
Shout him.
See, this is where we go back to, for me, discipline, Buffett. I know I'm a world record holder.
43.03.
You understand?
Okay.
I know that time.
Kahle.
I'm a gold medalist, double, world champs and Olympics. And now, Sharp, you are, South African night, we just playing touch.
Yeah.
You running. That's your body is your money. I'm sorry.
True.
If you're gonna play around with it, expect any freak accident to happen. You understand? That's why footballers now, they insure their feet and all of that, because
crazy money.
You understand? They
Football,
make sure
rugby, all of it.
you insure your body, because this is my Itulu's down. You understand? So now for you as a elite athlete, not even professional, elite, to be like, I'm just playing touch rugby against I don't know who.
It was like a charity thing.
Yeah, it was a charity thing, and then, man, ACL, MCL.
But can I also say, I know you said your body's your money maker, but bro, Wade's cousin is Cheslin Colby. What were they doing in the backyard when they were young? They were probably sprinting and playing rugby.
Exactly.
It's probably so hard to get out of saying, "Hey man, it's touch, bro. This thing I was doing this as a kid, whatever."
But at the same time,
professionalism.
That's the thing.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and maybe it should be a lesson to Abo. Who's the lady from Kuru who just won now? 400 by 10. The team. It's Akani.
Oh, was it what? Something.
Yeah.
His name is
So fact check. Like the name was here, but it lost me now. But him, it should be a lesson to him that, bro, you see now you're at the top. You are Olympic silver medalist, and you are 18. You understand?
Yeah.
So for you to keep there and keep going higher, bro, there'll be so many challenges.
100%.
We're not saying don't do this, don't do that, but when it's gonna compromise or you're not sure,
Nkwana is his surname. I don't know what his name is.
If you're not sure, don't do it, because it's your body, guys. There's times where at school, high school, even now, like we meet about TDZ and then we're like, hey, TDZ is like, I'd love one, but I can't, because he knows what's coming. He knows what.
And he's cooking there in the West Indies. Shut up.
But it's there, Djibouti. Nah, bro, this is my body, and I only get, gents, how long have these guys been practicing to just run under 10 seconds?
Exactly.
That's so scary.
Exactly. It's exactly what Usain Bolt said. I trained for 4 years to run 9 seconds. And you guys think you're gonna walk in today and you're gonna run 9.58. That is a very hard record to beat. I don't think,
bro.
Next Olympics it might be real close, but
I don't think so.
People have it hard scientifically. I mean, that man's strides is bigger than anyone else.
Bro, you know what annoys me about Bolt's records? Can I just say?
Annoys.
The 9.58, I think he pushed his body to
the limit. Definitely.
For me, that is probably like the peak of like human and what you can achieve. Maybe someone goes to the 9.5 at some point. But in terms of the 1919, bro, I watched that race again. Bolt was shushing, flipping Blake at some point when he ran the 2012 finals, dog.
Yeah.
He was shushing
Yeah.
and he ran 19.3, and I was just like, Bolt, just run through the line for once. Just show us what he can do. But I think that also adds to Bolt's legacy in terms of, shit, how fast could this guy have gone, bro?
Way.
It's insane how fast.
Way faster.
Dude!
And that's another thing, like what you said, a lesson for the youngsters to take into account. Because at the end of the day, you look at somebody who ran 9.5. He's disciplined. He had the discipline. He made sure that he practiced in and out. And he says himself that 4 years to run one race. And everybody that's looking at Usain Bolt, the youngsters, our very own youngster who's an 18-year-old, you need to think about that and really realize that there's going to be so many distractions. There's going to be so many.
Dude, trust me.
You're still 18, bro.
You're bigger than the head boy at your school right now.
Dude, you're bigger than a lot of head boys right now. So you need to make sure that your discipline is on point, because everybody.
Bradley Nkwana. Shout out to you, my boy.
Absolutely amazing. You need to realize that right now you're at the pinnacle. There's a lot of people that are going to try and bring you down. There's a lot of people that are looking to you to be like, no, what can an 18-year-old? What's an 18-year-old? Hey,
Bayanda.
Kenon,
team.
Yeah, no, champions. It's important, because we all know how discipline is, through rugby that we've played and whatnot, and how our coaches used to tell us, don't drink this or don't drink that before a game.
Don't have sex before a game.
Hey, a lot of things.
Testosterone, you need it, bro.
Even though some athletes out here think that it's okay. Not gonna name any names right now, but y'all know him. Y'all know that. But if you really want to be the best South African athlete,
not South African, best athlete in the world.
Yeah, we start South Africa, and then we go Africa, and then in the world, bro. If you want to make sure that when you come back to the Olympics, you get an Olympic gold this time, you really need to get deep with your discipline and make sure that your friends, your family don't deter you away from getting that Olympic gold and getting your greatness.
Can I just say something a little bit like sad and whatever? You guys, especially the gold medalists who are a little bit younger besides Simbini, because Simbini has just obviously shown his professionalism. For starters, that's why he was running around with a 200,000 rand watch in a race.
200, no, it's 1 point something M, boy.
Who was it?
Yeah, 200,000 USD or something.
Danko, sorry Simbini.
Yeah.
Hey,
Richard Mill.
Razo.
Look at both Simbini, how they've kept their professionalism, but then look at what happened to a guy like Luva Monyong. Came back after winning silver at the Olympics. Everyone pumped him with all the money we could. Limelight, fame, you hear his story and you're like, and then people who ask expected to say, how come this guy couldn't handle this? Guys,
too much.
Look at this guy's story. It's so much,
too much.
I have a friend, and who's told us that how hard it is just to get a couple of 100,000 rands and handle that when it's you work a normal job, bro. You're getting M's on M's right now, bro. And these people come from different backgrounds, bro. So to those gents, bro, please make sure you have the right circle around you. Please keep level-headed and just work on your craft. Trust me, bro. When you guys, it's time to retire, all these parties will still be here. All these girls will still be. If you're not,
the money will still be there.
I'll tell you that I'm young, but ubumnandi I will pay you. Guys, we thought Umnandi Bapela and COVID. It didn't finish.
It came with a vengeance.
It came back fire by force. There are gents, there are people that we knew and know that are supposed to be elite. They're supposed to be playing for the national team or whatever. They're not there because of Umnandi. They got distracted.
Even just provincial, bro.
Something.
Careers, professional careers.
They got distracted. Not by injury, not by like natural stuff, but by izinto zomhlaba, materialistic things, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure, especially we're just talking to the youngins. I don't care whatever sport, but like youngins, make sure. I always preach this. There, sometimes you're like, Joshi, Spero, hey. Sometimes grandma serious kakulu, but that's why I'm being serious, because we come from such a school where we see this man is going far, this man is going far, this man is going far. Done. Yeah. Especially for us black children, bro. Maybe our generation is blessed enough to not be as much as burdened, where you need to build a house and whatever. Mm-hmm. Now we have the opportunity, maybe you don't need to build a house, but you just need to take care of 1, 2, or 3 things, and you're done, you're set. Continue that way, Buffett, and you'll be fine. There'll be Huns, there'll be gents, there'll be cars, even corporate niggas who just want your face, use you and leave you for dirt. So just try and stick to what you believe in and know what you want. Once you're there, trust me, you live a happy life. Where's Usain Bolt? We don't know. What is he doing? We don't know. But what's his job? What's life?
He's chopping
life. He's not even 40.
He went home, updated his, upgraded rather, his hometown village, because he wanted to move his parents out.
Whole village.
Instead of moving his parents out,
no, it's like, no, the whole community is gonna.
It's like, you know what,
benefit.
The whole
community will eat.
You see, community center, hospitals, whatnot, and that's the pride and joy that he brings back to his country.
And he will never die a pauper. But once you forget your end goal, once you forget your dream, trust you, the people around you, the people who are looking forward to see you reach your dream, they'll leave you be like, let's go on to the next one.
It's just like being a millionaire now through Lotto, and then all kinds of people come.
I blew it.
I blew it. So, and then, hey, my friend was there, and then now I'm asking him for 500. He doesn't want. Again, that's not your friend to take. That's not your friend.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, I think to just close it off, I wanted to also just touch on stuff like athletes like the backstroker. I think his name is Kuta. The 800 meter lady who ran, Prudence. Those guys, the ones who lost in the finals. I said, you see those 2 athletes, guys. Watch out because they're 2028. Don't be too hard on yourself in terms you lost, whatever. There was a reason that needed to happen.
You guys
are extremely fluffy. Yeah,
they are Olympians. You're an Olympian.
You're an Olympian. A finalist as well, not just
finalist, bro.
Top 10 in the world in champion right now.
So I hope you guys cook at the next Olympics, because you guys are the next ones to take us forward.
I think also with that, just to add on to that, take on the example of Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri got beat and whooped by Jamaica and all these other countries.
Then she got caught for?
Then she got caught. But then what did she do this year?
Last night took her now, but to another.
Bounce back.
She bounced back hard. And that's what these people need to also take into account. Yeah, I was lost now, but hey,
I'm coming back.
And I don't even like Sha'Carri like that, but
I love that attitude. I love it with it, dude. Her race when she finished also.
Don't wait. You saw that?
It's almost like almost disgust in the face.
Dude, there was disgust in the face.
Okay. To jump in, Buffett. I don't know the controversy. I don't know if I'm jumping, but what happened to the Jamaican?
Shalian.
They just dropped out. They just dropped out.
I don't know what
was happening.
I don't know what was going on with the sprint train.
I don't know what's going on there.
Elaine Thompson, I think, she didn't even come to the Olympics.
Exactly. And I was surprised that she didn't show up, because she is one of the...
She was the defending champion.
That's what I'm saying.
Sharika Jackson pulled out of the 200, she pulled out of the 100, then she didn't make the 200. Don't know what happened there. Shelly Ann's pulling out of the semi-finals for the 100 meter. And I was like, the sprint queens are going to show these Americans what's going on.
Exactly. I was expecting
came back with
that.
The speech dog. I said, okay, Gary Thomas.
Literally, I'm like, guys, what's happening? We know Jamaica as the sprint gods.
Mix. Seems as if Johan Blake and Usain Bolt left it.
They couldn't even make it.
But not even the ladies, bro. All those ladies I mentioned, Sharika Jackson, dog. That chick is fucking quick. I don't know how many titles Shelly Ann prices what, dog. Dog, since I was a teenager, Shelly Ann was winning, dog.
That's
What's
why
a
I'm like,
teenager? 2008, I was in primary school.
Mumuna, she was benakant inside. And then now, how? Mom's didn't say.
Mom's a dog. When, you know, like these child races are open day.
She ran
She ran against the parents. I was like,
don't do that.
Then she's like, what? I'm a parent. I'm a parent. I'm like, once my husband was not here with the Jamaican accent, I said, but you're right, man. And
You're right.
And your kid was saying the whole week, my mom's gonna beat all of them.
You know, you walk into school, I ain't
Bro,
worried.
imagine as a father, even you're like, I'm so glad my wife is taking this because I'm about to lose.
Exactly.
Dog. Man, I think South Africa, you know what, I hope like whatever, especially Gaten has planned for the next 4 years, I think it's like proper structures because he's already started cutting budgets where we don't need it. And I think this will filter properly into the next
Thank you
It
for
needs
that,
to.
Gaten.
It needs
super fans
It needs
not going to the Olympics with the money that's meant for athletes and
Yes.
Business class, no.
Yes.
One class or what?
No.
For one person.
It's the saddest thing that I can think about as the silver medalist for javelin, Van der Dijk or Van der Leek. I'm sorry for forgetting your name, surname rather. The parents had to go into debt
Just
for her
for
to
that,
get there.
You know, that's really
But she's
painful.
representing this flag that we say we're proud of. She's
Yeah.
coming back. We're like, hey, you won, you
Yeah.
won. But the parents will be like, how am I going to pay this for the next 12 months or 3 years?
Whatever it is.
Yeah, Johan van Dijk. So it's sad. I'll say it's embarrassing at the same time. You're saying you're sending the pride of the nation. You're sending someone who's going to represent this flag and put it up there. They come back with something to show it. Hey,
Something tangible.
I got
which is
Seventy.
Yeah.
I tried hard in 70.
Yeah.
This is what I have for my country. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. But you expect that person to pay for themselves to go there.
not professional athletes.
No.
Can we also just put a little bit more respect on the people that represent us out of our country?
Yeah, no.
Like, can we just,
No.
guys? We look at all these other sporting codes. Your rugby's, your soccer's, your cricket's. Guys, we have Olympic athletes who are world class.
World
Can we give them the respect that they deserve?
Yeah.
For me, that's all I'm asking, because
They just need
you can't
the
have
support.
such stories
No.
in the next Olympics.
Not even dog, it's 2024. It's 30 years after democracy.
100%.
It's that thing the thing with elite athletes, you start identifying from high school okay. One.
Even before, though.
You understand? It's 1, 2. It's not 135. No. It's you can see it's elite.
There's limits to certain people that you can see.
Exactly.
Then these ones you say, these are my high
This one is going for
performance
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
You're going far. Put that you. The next 8 years, I need you to first maybe get to the Olympics. Then the second one, final. And if you can push, let's go podium.
100%.
I'm putting 5M. But hence you're an elite athlete. You don't do
A, B,
C, D. But I am focusing on you. Make sure you represent this flag. Someone. Trust me.
No,
Yeah.
dog, but
Trust me.
I'm gonna trust in the system. I think what it was a good bounce back from Tokyo and what happened. But from now on, it's time to kick on, man. South Africa is one of those countries that also has this whole dilemma of being blessed with so much talent and so many different sporting
much.
codes.
So
and at
much.
times, where do we actually pump our money? So sometimes, hopefully, it's just your time and we pump the money to the right place.
Yeah, man, just use the money wisely.
Yeah,
Facilities.
Yeah, I don't
Use
see-
it for what it's meant for.
And also grow the game. Like, Buffett, Ekasi.
Uh-huh.
Look at this breakdancing nonsense.
Okay.
Australia.
I'm not saying breakdancing is nonsense, but what she did was nonsense. How did she get there? Guys, we have people who used to cramp, breakdance, we have about DJ Switch and all of. Dude, there's people who. We used to watch UTV and they were there. Breakdance battles.
Yes.
Baning, skateboarders.
Yes.
Go to, I don't know where, but Tamaya, they're there. You find them. You understand? Let's invest. Let's put them there and Young Kinti's over sharp.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
But no, maybe that's why breakdancing got taken out of the Olympics for the next one potentially. But
Exactly. It's not an elite sport, I'm sorry.
Also, I feel like the Australian chick, she tried She was trying to justify.
She did nonsense. But I don't know how she cooked the system.
I'm doing this for culture, and every culture, interprets everything differently. And I'm like, baby girl, I looked at that thing. I did a little bit of breakdancing.
I was I'm glad you got to that because I was saying, Temple, there's no issue justifying that if you used to crap, though. You saw that was nonsense.
I was here.
He's got the agility over his bro.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the fact that I have that experience, and I looked, the moment I watched the video, I was like, no, man. What is happening? Because he's doing all kinds of like moving, and I'm like, that's not breakdancing. It's like sharp. It's a skill to be able to be on your head and your body's up there.
That's why yoga, boy.
I can do that if I train for 3 months, man.
Exactly. Anybody could look at that video,
but I won't.
And try and do the same thing,
dude.
Craziest things that I saw a video the other day. Somebody put on the you know the back windscreen, you know the wiper.
Yeah.
Literally, it was a picture of that lady and the legs between. And I was like, exactly. And I'm like, you see, we're making it a joke.
Because how ridiculous it was. Someone who put the time, the effort, and has been breakdancing. I can't remember that lady's name who breakdances out of Africa. I think she's like a 5-time champion.
Yeah.
She didn't even make the Olympics, bro. And she takes this. Do it seriously.
100%.
Chicken from Australia.
Nah.
Shiga. Might as well do a voucher dog.
Nah.
Once.
But into more examples of where money isn't getting pumped into the right places, and this one is extremely sad. The whole story of Zimbabwe sending 17 officials, and I think this is the official number. I'm not going to say the 67. 17 officials, 7 athletes.
67, not 17.
Yo, I see it's 17. How does that work?
Our neighbors. It good.
Folks, it's not. That thing is not right. Please stop it. That's what we say. Please just stop it. Can the money go to the athletes? Whatever country it is, especially in Africa as a whole.
Africa, man.
I'm also speaking here in South Africa because we have our nonsense.
It's only stopping now. It's only transparent now where we're seeing these super athletes. I mean, not super athletes, super fans. Hacks. People who are not supposed to be getting money. Hacks.
Yeah.
No.
I think, it also goes back to that thing of, I got somewhere, we're together, I got something, now I want to share, and then I want to share, and I want to share. Can we stop that? As a continent, not as a country, as a continent. Please, put the money in the right places. Use the money. For example, what Gayton is doing right now. Guys, cut the nonsense, man, because right now, what the hell is it that you're sending officials to an Olympic game
to do
nothing?
Bro, you're sending president, deputy president, secretary, PA.
So what are they going to do there?
Yo, I understand coaches.
They went to go
they went to Top Life in Paris.
Post on Instagram. If you go to the Instagram page, you'll see them there.
That's my issue. Why must we now? And it's manipulation of money. Because guys, the money was there. It was meant for people. Put it into your development. I'm not going to expand on this point, but then again, South African soccer, put into the development, because we are nonsense there. We all know. Like rugby development, take a lesson. All I'm saying, it's there. So even with our African neighbors and our African brothers and sisters, can we put development into our youngsters? Because I'm sure there is a young Zimbabwean kid who looks up to Usain Bolt, who looks up to Shikari, who looks up to all of these other people.
Why does it need to look up to someone so far away as well?
And that's the problem, because there's no one in the country who actually represents it, or no one in the country who had an opportunity to represent it or to give an example. Come on.
Yeah, beside the same time, bro.
Let's do it. Let's give our youngsters an opportunity. People have dreams, and if you just going to be like, screw the kids, they'll figure them out when they are our age and they'll understand that life is like this. No,
it's that political nonsense that I won't
stop the politics.
It's that thing of working Navanda Badala will be like at work, you must call them hey baba, we colleagues. I'll call you out of respect, but
if I respect you,
if your name is George,
but not out of force.
You understand? And that's what I see in the African playground with our fit. You should be privileged that you're going to the Olympics. What do you mean? I worked hard for this.
Exactly.
So no, I can't.
My talent speaks for itself.
You know what my retort is going to be after that? Because that's the one thing also the commentators were saying at the Olympics.
Yeah.
They were so happy of the amount of African athletes which were competing in the sprint finals, both women and male.
Yep.
Now you see someone like Letsile Tebogo. That's going to be my retort for life when you say, give him that house, give him that $75,000, give him alles. Hey, that man is about to be a figurehead in Botswana. He's going to be a cult hero.
He might be on the money, he might be on the pool.
I don't have a public holiday.
Yeah? They gave them 2 public holidays because Friday and Monday.
Oh damn!
Yeah!
For sure, Bezio.
Chamors. Yeah. Batswana. Nedibua. Gaborone.
Quite never make an appearance there. Don't worry. And
then you push fast or something.
Very shopping road
trippy. Many passport. Yes. We got it. Move on.
Yeah, but on to the 2028 Olympics in LA. I think a lot of us are excited. I think 2027 just for another sporting code, but 2028 is a very exciting time. Los Angeles Olympic. Lala, Tinseltown, Snoop Dogg, Jens.
West Side.
That could potentially be the best Olympics of our era. And I'm comparing it to what happened in London because I think London commercially and just like in terms of how it was structured was the best. But I think America, and it kind of links to history and society as well, like in terms of these major countries hosting the best Olympics. But LA 2028,
that's gonna be fine.
I can't wait. I just hope the coins will align because flop is I wanna go somewhere else in 2027, which is much more important for me. Understand?
I will get talk about it. Team Metcalf knows what the boy. We'll talk about it offline.
If it happens and the coins align, definitely going to LA because they are our dog. LA is like eThekwini when Durban used to be Durban, and it's still gonna come up. Trust me, because of the political landscape in the country. Ziawa. It's going to be a festival. It's going to be a festival of sports, culture, all of. It's just going to be Mnandi. And at the same time, you're looking at elite athletes.
Yeah.
Doing their thing.
Yeah.
Sunshine. Like,
Dude,
one thing about America, they're the epitome of the Western culture. It's like a utopia there.
Yeah.
Sharp, there's a lot of things going on in the West, but when you say America, when you say sports, when you say hosting,
when you say Cali,
my guys,
California.
No, you understand?
California.
So, the club you see how excited we are? This is how many years? 4 years.
I don't have time to say it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's enough.
But man, if it's not a great Olympics, at least we know for the blunt it'll be flipping great for the 420s. But hey, man, we'll just leave that aside. Just to start closing it off, boys, I just wanted to ask, in terms of the Olympics is standing in terms of major comps. So when I say major comps for me, I talk Cricket World Cup, Super Bowl, FIFA World Cup, Olympics, and Rugby World Cup. Do you think the Olympics is potentially the biggest sporting event in the world? I'll say no, purely because of the FIFA World Cup, but nothing else comes close to the Olympics, especially the spirit that the Olympics embodies.
Let me start and finish. Yes and no.
Finish and start.
No, I'm starting because it's going to be like my basically end note. The Olympics, yes, it is the biggest. It is the biggest sporting game or arena, but it won't get as big as the FIFA World Cup and a Rugby World Cup. It's not a World Cup, but it's an amalgamation of
I think it's bigger than the Rugby World Cup.
No, definitely is, but it's an amalgamation of all type of elite sports. It brings together, even having the Paralympics, it brings together everyone.
Yes.
When I say everyone,
the Paralympics.
you understand?
Can't wait to watch that.
Everyone, and that's where South Africa has a proper chance. But with the Olympics, Paralympics, it brings in everyone. I don't care where you're from, refugees, banned countries, but they can still play. Countries we've never heard of, about Sao Tome and Principe, your Cook Islands, Suriname, where there's just one athlete, but that person is carrying the flag.
Qualified.
Yeah, you have that flag. You have a chance to represent your nation, you understand? And everyone is just glued to their screens for that month, doing whatever, but they're happy. And it brings together the whole world and the woman. So that's what I'll say, bro. That's where I end. Yeah.
I'll agree with you on that point, because at the end of the day, the Olympics includes everybody in the world.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas, I mean, we look at rugby, we look at soccer. Not everybody in the world participates in rugby. Only, I mean,
select few.
Yes, the rugby franchise has grown now, whereby we're having, your Portugals and all of these other small countries jumping in, and USA, but like, it does not include everybody. And the moment you include everybody, that becomes where it's sort of world-class athletes from each and every part of the world, and that's what's very important. That's what's beautiful to watch as well. Yes, definitely the Olympics are not bigger than the FIFA World Cup, because I mean, hey, that's a billion views. That's a billion views per game, dog. Like, whoa.
America, stop the Super Bowl nonsense. Football, please. 100 million compared to a billion, please. Times 10 is different.
Really?
Continue.
We chow you guys there. So please name your sporting code right.
But please don't deny me my visa when I want to come.
Ask me. When you try to the counter, you get it, don't worry.
So we know.
No threat.
We know that FIFA World Cup is bigger than any other sporting code, and it's great. But the Olympics, I'm glad that they have that inclusiveness of everybody, just like what you mentioned earlier, about the LGBT, XX. It's great that you're including those people, but then let's also go back to the core essence of it. You know what I mean? It is male and female, and we love the fact that everybody's inclusive. And it's been a great experience to watch. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep involving more people. And can I also ask that each and every country that comes into this, can we make sure that we go back into our development, respectively?
True.
And make sure that we invest, so that coming to LA, we don't have officials, we have actual athletes.
We have more Julian Alfreds from the what is it? The islands there next to Bahamas and stuff like that, but the Caribbean islands. We have more
the West Indies.
Exactly. And also
more South American champions.
One last point. I don't know where that guy's from with the shooting range and stuff. We didn't wait.
The Turkey guy.
The Turkey guy.
I just want to say, I was watching one of my idols, Pat McAfee, and they said Turkey decided to send one of their special ops to the Olympics.
He's a hitman, he's lying.
So we're cheating like that now. We're sending our special ops to the Olympics.
I mean, if you're going to send the special ops, at least let him have an athletic record.
And he's like, no, it's got Jambisa. I'll just take the silver. Give me a shot.
No.
This on this side, so right. But just to wrap it up, it's been really, really, I think it's super fucking chill for today.
The first chilled episode ever. So nice, it's chilled. It's been drama here. With the arms.
He needs to get his shit together.
You are fine.
But I love y'all. No disrespect. I love y'all.
Yeah, but I just wanted to mention to say, I think Paris Olympics, in terms of how I finally realized how Snoop Dogg is running a monopoly on the world buffet. Uncle Snoop has his hand in everything, bro. Cereal, gin and juice, music, clothing.
From being a gangbanger, that's a story.
If you watch Straight Out of Compton and actually read his whole story as well, outside that, you know Uncle Snoop's story, bro. But in terms of how Paris and the USA also managed to put this guy and market him to grow the Olympics.
So much.
So I saw Snoop wearing some equestrian stuff.
Dude,
I saw Snoop
with what's that
Models
fencing
to it, and jumps in.
Snoop had his own Olympic badge, dog.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Dog.
I didn't notice that real quick.
Dog, it had roots, dog. It was like a plant with Uncle Snoop at the Olympics. It was crazy for culture, dog. But like, Uncle Snoop, shout out to you, dog. Ladies and gents, Season 3, Episode 4. Shout out to actually, what have you said? Consistency. It's gonna be a cliche. We don't care. We're gonna keep doing this. Harold Tepo, thank you for finally joining us.
And thank you for hosting us, man.
Oh man, anytime.
Thank you for
You see, we didn't have background noises besides people saying, but
Watch out, I will be back.
of course, but guys, stay tuned for the yearly episode. We might have 2 more, 3 more. I don't want to give too much away. But that final episode of the year, something is gonna go crazy. We're planning something very, very
big one. A big one.
Thank you for the support and Balls and Banter, Season 3, Episode 4. Dank about fear too. Go Boca, we're watching you.
Yeah!